Well, good day everyone. This is not normally how I start a video, and it's something different for me, but I really felt that a real need just to have a chat before we start and give you a bit of background on this video that I'm about to upload to YouTube. Now, yesterday we went for a ride with the Albury-Wodonga motorcycle group, and Nigel was good enough to organise a ride, which he usually names. Yesterday it was Keen, and it was on the way to Khancoban, of course. And it's nice of them that they do take the time to organise a ride like that. And sometimes we take it for granted, but it is great when someone else takes the lead. But anyway, I just wanted to say, yesterday on the way to meet up at the Red Brick Cafe, which is a little cafe in Lavington, I stopped at APCO to fuel up my bike before we start the ride, and I got talking to another bike rider. And cut a long story short, he was going out on a ride with his missus, and he knew about the group, the Albury-Wodonga group, and he also introduced himself. I think it was David, lovely man, and he watches my content. And I thought, wow, that was a big encouragement that people actually take the time to watch some of my videos. And that really sort of kicked off the day for me, because a lot of times I throw stuff up, and I don't really give any background to where we are, what we're doing, and people just have to work it out on their own. And that's probably not a good thing for a YouTube channel or anything really. And it's funny because on my other YouTube channels where I'll teach about cameras or I'll teach about something else, I put a lot more effort into the actual technical side of things. But yesterday it was freezing. It was really cold. It was really cold, especially when we went out. You'll see on the video, we hit some fog, and I didn't have the right gloves on. I froze. My fingers went numb. But anyway, look, I just want to thank everyone for watching. I really do appreciate your comments, your feedback, and let's have a look at our ride to Khancoban. So departing 9:30 a.m. from the Red Brick Cafe down in Lavington, a group of us make our way to Victoria via the Bethanga Bridge, which is located on the Lake Hume, I should say, not the Hume Highway. And we will be picking up a few people along the way, but there's a new little coffee shop, Bridge and Brew, that's opened up on the Victorian side, which is great. There's been nothing there for a long time, so that's good. And there'll be a few people there we'll pick up on the way to Bethanga, and then we'll make our way down to Corryong and Khancoban and wherever else we pass. But this bridge is almost a kilometre long, 930 odd metres, I believe. So quite a big bridge that we cross regularly, I should say, all the bike riders. People who ride around here will be familiar with this neck of the woods. But here we're just turning into the Bridge and Brew Cafe, which is just around the corner. And from there we'll pick up some riders and head down to Bethanga. Yeah, so we all made it to the Bridge and Brew Cafe and met up with all the others. And here I'm speaking with Kitty, who is also another bike rider. She actually spotted me the other day riding through with all the camera gear sticking out of the bike. So looks like I'm being noticed now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, it was certainly making my day today. I've got to say, a few people actually spotting me, so it was good. But serious, all these people, a good bunch of people. They're obviously probably about my age, most of them anyway, 40s to 60s. I'd say is the probably the average age. I don't know if that counts for anything, but well, I like to say maturity. I don't know, sensible maybe. Anyway, we're riding along the lake. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Just going to go up through the Bethanga Lookout, which is another little spot, which is not bad, worth a look. And we're going to be straight into Bethanga in just a minute. But I want to say that Bethanga actually is an Aboriginal name. It comes from the word weed. So in 1875, gold was discovered, and you know, you can imagine the whole area was buzzing. Now, the population in 2016 was 471, and it was established pretty much out of the discovery of gold. And gold was first reported apparently in 1852. Like many places in the whole region, they were in the 1850s, like Beechworth and all that, and Yakadanda, they all seem to have found bits of gold here and there. But in 1876, the Bethanga goldfields were established, and later copper smelting works. So located northeastern Victoria, about 27 kilometres east of Wodonga, just south of the New South Wales border. So these are places, as again I say, that we sort of just bypass and don't really spend the time to get to know it. But we'll talk a bit more as we go along. And here we're just turning down Georges Creek Road, I believe. We're heading down back onto the highway so we can head down to Corryong. Now, this is quite a scenic ride too for a lot of riders. The autumn leaves are pretty much all dropped now, so we're on the highway. We're waiting for everybody to get together, and we're going to ride into Corryong. And just before Corryong too, there's a lot of remains of the trees that were actually burnt there, just past the Ketong pub. Is that how you pronounce it? You'll see a lot of the burnt out trees. So there's a bit of repair work going on there still. A lot of damage earlier this year, unfortunately. There you go, there's the pub there. And yeah, quite a fair bit of damage in the area. Right up towards Corryong, the fire was incredible in February this year. It was very, very, very sad. Very sad when you see it firsthand. So I hope you can see the mist or the fog that's sitting in the valley there. That's heading out towards Corryong. Now, I didn't film anything in Corryong, but because I filmed it so many times, I've been there through there and filmed it and videoed it. But check this out. Check this fog. Once we hit the fog, my fingers were frozen. And I mean, I was really hanging to go to the toilet. It was so cold. And yes, you can see the frost building up on the camera lenses as we're going. So we're just about to come into Khancoban in a few minutes. But let me tell you, it was cool when we left, but it was freezing when we ended up heading out this way towards the snowy country. And you could barely see in front of you too. The visibility was pretty poor. But nevertheless, we made it to good old Khancoban. And here we are. Oh, shit. It'll come to you.
I had it on the tip of my boat, but anyway, I ended up coming up by a dirt road there, which is not bad.
Here I am at the Ulysses Club.
Wash your mouth out with unleaded 98.
You go hop in the car and I'll bring it out to you. It goes like so easy.
So we made it to Khancoban.
I bet they met one in Melbourne. No, mate. one in Melbourne in June, and there's one in Sheffield.
Put chip on this is terrific. The comfort is unbelievable.
What are you looking at the back of your bike for? Something wrong?
Oh, sorry?
Something wrong at the back of your bike?
What?
You're looking at the back of your bike when we're riding. You're looking back.
Oh, I was trying to see how far you are behind because you're nursing my rear tire.
So, Khancoban was settled by Europeans in the 1830s. It was a highly isolated area known as Swampy Plains. The name actually is derived from the Negario people who lived in the area. Now, in the 50s, or the 1950s, I should say, due to the construction of the Snowy Hydro project, the actual town was built and expanded to house all the thousands of workers and their families while building Australia's largest project, being the Snowy Hydro. Khancoban is also known for being the gateway to the Snowy Mountains, and we usually head out there as we head to Lake Jindabyne. You pass all the snow resorts, Thredbo and the rest. And at the moment, while we were there, I did see some construction of new accommodation, and it looks like the pub's been renovated as well, and there's some nice cafes. A nice cafe just around the corner there at the shops with a fireplace, which a few of the people visited while we were having dinner or lunch at the Roadhouse. But well worth a look. Anyway, enjoy. So lucky I had changed my brake pads this week, because I barely saw that last minute manoeuvre into the Jim Newman lookout, which I was only here last week taking photos. So surprise, surprise, I'm back here again. A bit of deja vu. And yeah, that was, I wasn't concentrating, and good old Nigel pulled in the last minute, and thank goodness for new brake pads. But anyway, all's good, all part of the fun. And here we are again. This is you might not have seen my prior video, the Great River Road, but if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. But here we're all taking photos and sharing all our whatever experience, talking crapola. Yeah, good old Diego, he's a funny guy. I like the boy. He's a good bloke. And here we are taking a selfie as well, I think it was. So anyway, we didn't stay there too long, but we headed down to Walwa. Well, I was only here last week. Can you believe that? Good old Walwa. Now, Walwa is actually a little town or village located northeast of Victoria along the Murray River. And Wawa was actually named after a pastoral run in 1839, and it's derived again from an Aboriginal name meaning place of waters. So Wawa was mined for tin ore in 1882, but agriculture pretty much formed the early settlement. A school was opened in 1887, also 2 cheese factories, which later became a butter factory. So it has a pub, a general store, along with other businesses, and it's very small. However, in 2012, the river flooded, and the residents had to be evacuated. So in 2011, the recorded population was 302. I would assume that's increased since then. But it certainly is a stopover area for a lot of bike riders, and the pub as well across the road there is meant to be quite nice. Anyway, now we're heading down not the Murray River, but the Great River Road back home, and I think everyone's itching to make their way back to Lake Hume and the Bethanga Bridge. So we just pretty much straight down there, no mucking around, straight down to home sweet home. What do you mean? Well, you're both light, so. Aches and pains, isn't it? Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I was getting tired. I was just losing concentration.
Yeah. Let's see if he's got any debrief.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, you want to debrief everybody?
Well, rule number 1 has been achieved. Get home in one piece. Everyone gets home in one piece. Rule number 2, have fun. And rule number 3, don't get caught having fun. And no one's been caught. In fact, we haven't seen any uniformed members of the State Taxation Department.
Thanks. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I backed off a little bit.